Teal. Didn't you say this temple was built by Tok'ra?
It was.
And why does this section of the fresco mention Ra?
Who's Ra?
Ra was a powerful system lord, brother of Apophis. He too is dead.
Well, according to this, Ra used to live here.
We will examine the drug.
If it acts as I suspect, it may be impossible to perfect as the Pangarans would hope. The best we might be able to do is essentially provide an antidote that would allow their normal immune systems to regenerate. They would not possess the superior health that they do now.
And how long would it take to go from theoretical to enough for everyone?
We can make no promises, Colonel O'Neill. However, as you say, we are in your debt. We will begin immediately.
It is possible that Tok'ra captured this world from Ra in battle.
And built this entire temple on top of whatever Ra had here before. It goes on to say something about this being some kind of prison or tomb for one of Ra's enemies. Wait a minute. Here lies Egeria, betrayer of the gold. May she suffer for all eternity. Egeria. Dr. Jackson's notes mention her. Isn't she supposed to have been killed?
Indeed she was. But this would seem to indicate otherwise.
That means...
The queen the Pangarans are breeding is not Goa'uld. She is the origin of the Tok'ra.
This could be a problem.
Are you sure?
The writings in the chamber are extremely clear.
From what we can piece together, Ra used this planet as his base of operations in this sector of the galaxy.
Centuries later, a rival Goa'uld named Tok'ra captured this world in battle, forcing Ra to abandon it.
Question is, do we tell Malik and Kelma?
How can we not tell them?
If we remain silent, the Pangarans will continue to use Egeria as a source for their drug until she is dead.
And if we don't find a way to get them off the drug, they're gonna die eventually anyway.
We have to tell them.
Please understand, we had no idea who she was until now.
It is hard to believe.
Many of our historians speculated that Ra did not kill Egeria, as was widely believed, but we never dared hope that she would ever be found.
She must be freed immediately, of course. Every moment that she is kept in this condition is an affront to the Tok'ra.
We're going to talk to the Pangarans now. It would help if you had something to offer.
Like, say, an antidote?
Unfortunately, finding an antidote to the Tritona may be more problematic than we had first hoped.
And why is that?
There is something unusual about the genetic structure of the symbiotes, beyond their lack of knowledge.
In fact, the Tritona should be working far better than it does, and we're not sure why it doesn't.
We cannot seem to identify the defective gene that is causing its effects to break down.
But we can say you'll solve this eventually, right?
At this moment, all I can say is it is mystery.
What, you're suddenly stumped?
I understand the implication, Colonel. This revelation about Egeria is in no way affecting our analysis of the Tritona. As of right now, we cannot help the Pangarans.
We could not have known. Surely the Tok'ra don't hold us directly responsible.
They're demanding the immediate release of their queen.
How could we? It would doom thousands without a remedy.
The Tok'ra have suffered great losses in the last little while. Their numbers are severely diminished. Restoring Egeria's health may be their only hope of survival as a people.
Have they made no progress at all in reversing the effects of Tritonin?
I'm sorry, but you asked the impossible.
She is our queen. Her freedom is not open for negotiation.
We deeply regret who she is, but freeing her would mean death for many of our people.
Unless, of course, you can offer an alternative.
Malik and Kelma are having trouble locating a particular element in the symbiote's genetic structure. Obviously, until they do, the chances of synthesizing an antidote are slim.
Then we have no choice.
You do not understand. Her existence is a miracle to the Tok'ra. We are also a dying race. You may lose thousands. Our kind will become extinct.
I am sympathetic to the Tok'ra, but what you are asking of us would amount to a holocaust.
She is a sentient being. Using her in this manner is an insult to our very existence.
Someone has breached security in the manufacturing unit. What has she done?
Was that...
Kelma has given her life for our queen. Her host belongs to Egeria now.
I'll bet the Pangarans would give up the queen if the Tok'ra would hand over the antidote.
You think they know how to save the Pangarans and are withholding a cure?
To get what they wanted? Yeah, sure.
Sir, with all due respect, I disagree.
Carter, they're pissed off.
Wouldn't you be? They just discovered that the founder of their race has been abused for the sake of medical experimentation for over 50 years.
Oh, come on, Carter, face it. For all their high morals and fancy preaching about coexisting with humans, we are just a nice place to live.
I don't think that they would just lie outright and doom thousands of innocent people.
The Tok'ra laying on that table in there just did.
Egeria has awakened.
Egeria, it is an honor.
Rise, Malik. You are not my servant. Kelma was generous in giving her life to free me, but I'm afraid it is too late.
Save your strength, my queen. Your people need you now more than ever.
Kelma's assessment of my condition was correct, Malik. My time is almost done. I shall not live long enough to see more of my children. My host has shared her knowledge of the Tok'ra with me. You are beyond my greatest hopes and dreams.
These are the Tari who ally themselves with the Tok'ra.
I know. Come forward. My host tells me you seek to help the Pangarans despite what they have done to me.
This has all been a terrible mistake, but not a malicious act.
Nor was mine, Major Carter.